Wondering what's trending? TMI Socials is. Good morning and welcome to TMI Socials. I am Anuluwapo Stevens. But still call me your social media butterfly. Now this morning we'll start off with a big story making the headlines on the political space. Interestingly, on social media as well, netizens have been reacting to the political drama that is still going on in Rivers State as we speak. So, the Action People's Party APP has won 22 chairmanship position out of 23 in the just concluded local government election in Rivers State. The chief electoral of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, Adolphus and Nebili, declared the results on Saturday in Port Harcourt. Well, in the meantime, bearing any minute change, Rivers State Governor Siminalayo Fubara did swear in the newly elected council chairman of the 23 local government areas. The exercise was held at the Executive Council chambers of the Government House in Port Harcourt, the state capital. Now, this comes a day after the Rivers State Independent National Electoral Commission conducted election at the grassroots levels. And already certificates of return have been issued to the newly elected local government chairman. And of course, they have been sworn in already. Interestingly, we saw a bit of drama, a bit of violence during the early hours of Saturday morning at the APC Secretariat Obiapo in Rivers State. Let's have a feel of what went down that day and also see other things that transpired. Now, moving over to the chairman of the Rivers State Independent Commission issuing certificates. Let's have a feel of that and move over to reactions on the story.
By Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, ably led by my humble self, on the outcome of the local government elections held on Saturday, 5th of October 2024. You will recall, gentlemen, that on Monday, the 1st July 2024, the 6th Commission of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, headed by my humble self as chairman and chief electoral commissioner, held a general stakeholders meeting during which the timetable of activities and guidelines for the 2024 local government council elections in Rivers State was unveiled and 5th October fixed for the election.
A lot of things been said on that day in Rivers State, but moving over to how you reacted to this story, let's have a first reaction from the user. And this person has this to say. Let's take a look. So this one is saying, Abuja High Court of Justice Lifu is most likely to issue an order tomorrow. So today being Sunday, courts know they work. They were sworn in. Fubara was really underestimated by Wike. They will be running from one court to another. 4 years, good finish. It seems this guy is excited about the outcome of the election in Rivers State. Another take, John Ibrahim says, sworn in on Sunday. That will not stand in the court of law. Ungrateful sim, Fubara. Like, who does that? So what's going on there? Another reaction still in the story. Interesting to see how netizens are reacting. Obinna Kalu says, what a governor. He didn't even mind that his party, PDP, did not feature candidates in the election. He went ahead, conducted election, and sworn them in yesterday. Congratulations to the new council chairman. Well, one more take on the story would be from this user, Alozie B. Alozie, and he says, Wike once said that no man born of a woman can destroy his political structures in River State. Shame that man come born Fubara. They have technically destroyed his almighty structure. Really, really sad. Interesting times in River State right now, and the conversation is an unending one that I can assure you. Already this morning, Wike's faction has headed to court already, so we'll keep you up to speed as the drama unfolds. Away from River State, let's move over to Akwa Ibom State. Well, this time around, not for election reason. Well, Akwa Ibom State governor has been backed on with reactions because he appointed his daughter, Mrs. Helen Eno Aboreti, as the acting first lady following the death of his wife, Pastor Patience Umo Eno. The announcement was made during a condolence visit by Nigeria's First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, and other dignitaries in Uyo, the state capital, on Friday. Well, netizens have been reacting to the fact that why do you have to put your daughter to replace your wife? Why not somebody else? Why not the deputy governor's wife or anything? I don't know. But let's see reactions trailing the story. Now, our first reaction, let's take a look at what we have. Well, official Barbie Rose Gold is saying, this is how you know a man that doesn't have side chicks. Kudos to you, sir. You're very, very honest and a good somebody. Another reaction on this one. Well, Great Escobar is saying, politically, the wife of the deputy gets that position. But in this case, his deputy is a woman. So he is right with this decision. Another reaction on this says, there is nothing wrong with this as long as they aren't stealing from the office. I would do the same if I were in his position. I mean, I would totally do the same. Moving over to other reaction making the beats in the story. Well, this user is saying, make he put another woman now. So una go say na him side chick here points. You can really never please Nigerians at all. Well, that's all we have in the story. Well, finally, officially, Wait is saying, Nigerian politicians has turned the system into family affairs. And with the emoji out loud, like, really? Moving over to another major story here in Lagos State, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, have arrested a 41-year-old Canadian lady, Monju, at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos State. Well, she was nabbed on Thursday, October 3rd, for importing large consignment of Canadian Loud, a strong strain of synthetic cannabis. NDLEA spokesman Femi Babafemi announced the arrest in a statement on Sunday, saying the suspect was apprehended during the inward clearance of passengers on KLM airline flight from Canada at the Terminal 1 of the Lagos airport. And trust Nigerians to react to this story. It made it to the news on social media over the course of the weekend. Having our first take on the story would be from this person. Lock her up in Jigawa. Let her learn the hardest way. Come on, how would you do that? How would you do that? Another take on this. Well, this user is responding by saying, of all the places to go to jail in the world, you choose Nigerian prison. Now, so you love us. Another one there says, they don't arrest Canadian woman. Canadian loud. No, you know. Moving over to reaction, still in the story. This one took the Canadian loud conversation too far. Well, another user says she thought the corruption would get her a pass. Basically, you feel because we have the issue of corruption in Nigeria, you think you just go scot-free? No way. Well, finally on the story, this user is asking, my question, how did she manage to board from Canada to Nigeria without no interception over there? If this can happen, I want you to imagine how many like her that have already entered successfully. Chai. And he ended on that note. Well, away from political shenanigans, away from the Canadian drama, my final story for you for today would be a trending video of the RCCG General Overseer, Pastor Enoch Adeboye. Now, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has come out to apologize for something he said earlier, that Christians who do not pay tithes may not make it to heaven at all. Well, Adeboye clarified his stance during a youth convention at the Redemption City in Ogun State. In the video, which has gone viral on social media, Adeboye apologized for that comment, which he described as a mistake. Take a listen.
I'm going to be apologizing for making a mistake, for saying that if you don't pay tithe, you might not make it to heaven. I'm sorry, that's wrong. That's not in the Bible. What the Bible says is, ye have peace with all men and holiness. God will see God.
Pastor Enoch Adeboye, always on social media, trending for interesting reasons. Now, trust, if you're commenting with the Titan situation, has been a debate on social media for a long time. Trust the likes of Daddy Freezy, Charlie Boy to come out and say, hey, here, we've been saying it for a long time. Finally, we have been vindicated, sort of. Let's have reactions on the story from netizens still trailing the conversation online. Well, this one says, fighting has never been part of the criteria for making heaven according to the Bible. However, it is instrumental in the propagation of the gospel, maintaining the church and helping the needy in the church. We all want to attend a clean church with AC and other amenities for comfort at times to maintain steez. The pastor alone can't afford or can't fund the needs of the church, so give willingly and cheerfully to support the cause. It's that simple. Another reaction still in this one. Phoenix Girl says, this is humility. Him being able to acknowledge his mistake. And then Davis says, I love he acknowledged his mistake and apologized in public. Okay, story still in this. Blessing Sunday is saying, we forgive you, Daddy, but how can we apply for a refund for all these that has been paid to you? Can we have our money back, please? Oh my goodness. Well, finally on the story, this guy says, your members should apologize to us too for insulting us, corrected you and them. Beautiful and interesting on social media. Interestingly, this conversation is still trending because likes of Mike Bamiloye came out to also talk about what he said earlier. But anyway, that's my bit this morning on TMI Socials. My name is Anwoluwapo Stevens. So call me your social media butterfly. Always trend and keep trending.